I literally bought a property on this street 4 years ago, and today I'm taking a client to view a property right there. He already has all the knowledge and the strategy because of what I've done, and today I'm going to share all of that knowledge with you. I mean, the goal, the max is we'd like to do 15 properties in 5 years.
I am the sun.
We are in Leeds today. We've got a specific viewing today that is on the same street as where I own one, which is cool. So with a client, quite literally with a client. So he's actually driven up all the way from Cornwall. So Max has jumped on with us. He's worked with us for a while now, but he's jumped on to the sourcing side. So we're going to source the initial property. We're going to go through the numbers in a minute of one that I like. I've got it accepted, ready for him. So he's driven up from Cornwall to see it today, view a couple of other projects that we've got. And then the plan is, once we've gone through the numbers, is we're going to sit down because there's opportunity for Max to refinance a couple of other properties, to bring some more cash in, to then build a portfolio, hopefully sooner rather than later. So we're going to look at what that looks like, what the next year to, what the next 5 to 10 years look like as well. And then we'll go from there. So yeah, good day today. And then of course, we've got Nando's booked in for lunch. So yeah, out and about, busy day, busy Monday. So yeah, good day. So just sat with Max there for about an hour, I think it was. Went through the full business plan. So Max in a situation where he's got X that he's looking to invest. He's got a few other properties that he's looking to bring onto his portfolio through inheritance, etc. So we're just looking at the business plan, looking at what we need to do long term and view that. Sat down for that hour to build that. We're about to build the literal business plan now for him, so he can take that away and speak to his partner and just make sure on the same page. The beauty of Max is Max signed up with me about a year ago as a mentee. So he signed up, we've worked together for probably about the best part of the year, really going into detail, learn about property, the ins, the outs, etc, etc. He did a bit of sourcing down in Cornwall, did a few deals, which is really exciting, a couple of rent-to-rents, a couple of different stuff. And then from that, he's now in a position where through different avenues, he's got that money to invest, but he appreciates the north, it's where he wants to put his money. So he's actually signed up with me as a client for the sourcing side. So he signed up for there. So we're going to get the first one, which we're reviewing today. And then with the business plan, it's looking like we'd like to think 5 over the next 12 months, add the 3 into the portfolio, hoping to get 8 over the 12 months. So we're going to build out the business plan, which I'll share. So I'll get that onto or a downloadable document or something that we can do to share. And then what that opens up is that opens up the position that we're in of having 8. I mean, the goal that we've sat with Max is we'd like to be 15 properties in 5 years from where he's at. Which then gives him and his family, or hopefully the future family, the opportunity where there's a good residual income coming in that can help the situation that he's in. So it's been good to really go into that, and I mean, we've just sat there and comparing it to different avenues that he could do, so stocks and shares, other ways, and I think we got to the conclusion pretty easily that the property side outweighs it very, very comfortably. So going to build the business plan now. Got a little bit that we need to do, or I need to do, and then we're going to head get some food, and we're going to go to a couple of properties just to show him sort of what he can get, because again, one of the big things with Max is based down in Cornwall. So looking at the numbers, the house that we're looking at today, which we're happy to talk about, is looking at 110k purchase. Refurb we've worked out is probably 3 to 5 grand tops. So it's a nice small one. The value, the GDV, we looked at comparables, 125 to 130. I know it's around 130 personally, because as I say, I've got one on the same street. I know the value is around that, but 125 to 130 definitely. That same house down in Cornwall would be, so the cash outlay on that is around 41, I think it was 42. The same house down in Cornwall would have been 220 to 240. The net return, so the net income would be, I think we worked out about £110 a month, which means, by the way, if it's £110 a month, he probably won't be able to get the 75% loan to value. So the cash outlay in Cornwall was 80k, so it's nearly double, but I think it would have to be around 100, 110, because he'd have to put more in, because he won't be able to get 25% deposit down, because the rent is so low in comparison. The yield's about 4.5%. So we're quite literally getting double for our money up in the north, and then not even taking into account the fact that cash flow is higher, the fact that we'd actually be getting such a higher capital appreciation. It's what the market is looking like as well. So yeah, I mean, it's quite obvious for that. So if we can get the 5, add the 3 that he's got, 8 over the next 12 months, we'll be well on our way, and Max will be well on his way to have a portfolio that's worth a couple of million in 5 years, 15 properties, cash flowing. I think we worked out around 6 to 7.5, depending on the rental market, which I mean would set him up completely. So yeah, exciting. We're going to get the business plan sorted now and then grab some food.
It's a tidy property, a lot bigger than I thought. It's absolutely fine inside. Obviously there's a couple things to look at, but as long as the numbers work, I don't really care about much more than that.
It's nice to have a day out, isn't it? Doing what you love.
Yeah, you've enjoyed the literal day anyway, haven't you?
I mean, like I said, one of the reasons why I came to George, obviously I'm not on his level, but I know what it takes to do, like, because he's mentored me before. I know all about this sort of stuff. So one of the reasons why I went to George is because I just have the confidence in him that he can deliver what you want, what I want.
Yeah, so like Max said, a full day out today. We spent the morning going through numbers, business plan, etc. Grabbed some food, went to Castleford. We had a bit of a walk around, grabbed a coffee, went to the viewing, and then we just come back here in Leeds before Max heads back off to Cornwall. One of the things that I love about what we do is being able to sit down with investors that aren't local, that, as we've just talked about the numbers, the option for Max is to invest in local areas, but the difference in being able to work with me to invest in a northern market, we've worked out, is he can get double for his money. But then if you look at the overall growth of the portfolio over the next 5-10 years, it's 4 or 5 times more. Never mind that he's getting so much more, it's the fact that it's all hands-free. He's working with me, like, we've got the confidence. I mean, today's a great example of showing our knowledge. So he's come to us, he wants XYZ, we viewed a property today, I literally own one 10 doors down. So when it says it's worth X, and we're like, why? It's like, I can show you one that we own. Oh, but you think 800 rent, why 800? Mine's getting 800. So we know the numbers so well, even around the areas. I mean, we've just put another property that's 2 streets away to another investor. So, I mean, we've definitely doubled down on just outside West Yorkshire. So, anyone that's watching this today that is in, I say, a similar spot to Max, when I say that, I mean, is someone with excess funds. I mean, 40k plus per property. So, whether you've got the 40k, whether you've got a couple of hundred, we can sit down and talk about what that looks like. But someone that's got some funds available, wants to invest in property, isn't from the area, but even if you are, but not from the area, and wants that hands-free opportunity, but wants to invest in someone that is doing this day in, day out, that knows what they're doing. I mean, I've been doing this 5 years, I've done over 400 deals, I've bought 20 myself, and we are still doing this day in, day out. There's even opportunity if someone's watching us going, I'd love to come spend the day. I mean, we can do that with investors as well, I mean, like we've done today. So yeah, we'll put a link in the description, completely free if you want to send your details, and we can have a chat with you, myself and the team, and as I say, we can build a business plan and go from there. And apart from that, like, comment, subscribe, and all that bollocks.